Fortnite cosmetics I really want to get. Hey, what's up guys? Snowy Minotaur here, and yes, welcome back to my very popular series on the channel, which you guys just can't seem to get enough of. I love doing this series, and I'm going to continue doing it because I really enjoy talking about stuff which I personally really want to get from the item shop. However, for this video, I'm actually going to be revisiting a couple of cosmetics which I actually talked about earlier on in the series, because I really wanted to add some more context to why I really want to get them. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hop right into it with the very first cosmetic, and this is going to be Rue. Coincidentally, this skin was actually talked about in one of my first episodes I've ever done. I'm pretty sure it was the first episode, but nonetheless here, we all know what happened with this skin. It was taken out of context due to some very huge political reason, and a lot of people didn't like how the skin looked because of that, and ever since then, we have never seen the skin come back in over 1,800 days, and that's a damn shame because I really like the character model that they chose here. The color scheme is fantastic, with the red and black going through her, and obviously with the other edit style basically pretty much being inverted, which is awesome. I love the hat that she has on, it's really cool, and just in general, it's a really clean skin. And I know people are probably going to say that, oh, you only want this skin because it's rare. And to that I say, no. That couldn't be further from the truth here. Just because something is rare doesn't automatically mean that I want it. Just because of that reason alone. I would want to get stuff that I really want to run and just use in general. And this is a skin that I would run and use, because of the color scheme and because of how the skin looks in general. Let's hope at some point that they do bring it back, because I definitely think at this point, people shouldn't really care about this whole controversy, even though it's not really a controversy to begin with. It should have never been. Next up I have here is the Broken Hearted emote. This is an emote that actually went under the radar, as this is actually an icon emote that was actually released for less than 12 hours in the item shop. And yes, I actually don't have it. I don't know why, because I really like the song that they chose here, but I'm not the fan of how they actually made the song high-pitched. I don't know why, but the dance is really good. I don't know why this emote didn't really stay in the shop for that long. I understand that the item shop that came after this was Sabrina Carpenter, but again, you really couldn't have just kept this emote in the shop. Nonetheless here, it is a good emote, and I hope it does return at some point. Oh, but speaking of which, I gotta talk about another cosmetic in this series, which I've already previously discussed. And it has to do with recent stuff here, because it is the Diamond Pony Glider. I think you all know where I'm going with this here. For those who don't know, the Psycho Bandit skin recently returned to the item shop, but they didn't bring back the glider that is a part of his set. Now, one, I understand that this was a collab with the Wonderlands game, and two, yes, I know that you can still get codes for this cosmetic, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get a code off a third-party website for this glider. I'd rather just wait for it to re-release into the item shop. I mean, look what happened with the freaking Psycho Bandits. I mean, good lord, the codes for that skin were just absolutely astronomical. But nonetheless here, this glider shirt just returned when Psycho Bandit returned. I don't know why they didn't re-release it, but nonetheless, it's a great glider. I absolutely love it. As you know, I'm a huge Borderlands fan, so this glider I would have instantly have bought as soon as it came out, especially when Psycho Bandit re-released. That would have been so perfect, but they didn't, and that's still very strange to me. But nonetheless here, hopefully it does return whenever we do see the Psycho Bandit skin return again, but who knows when that's gonna happen, right? It could be another 5 years from now. Next up, I gotta talk about a new skin that actually recently came out, and that is the Widow. I love how this skin looks. I'm surprised we never really got a bride skin within the game up until this one, and the color scheme is fantastic. The white all around through it is awesome. Love the little eye patch, more or less, like with like the broken heart in the middle. And also I really like the burning dress, and it's cool that it's reactive as well, which is a really awesome touch here. Like, it's just a really awesome original design that Epic made here. And I know this skin was actually very popular. A lot of people really like this skin, and I'm gonna call it's gonna be more popular as the months and possibly years go by, that this skin will become a very popular skin within the item shop. And I don't blame people, because it is fantastic and I would love to get it. Next up is the Laser Axe. This is the pickaxe that actually goes with Major Laser. And this one's very interesting, because this is a pickaxe that is really nice. I really like the globe in the middle that's actually like rotating. I like how the color scheme is the gold and black, and it has a little bit of like an orangey fire red in the middle, which is really nice, and it glows too, which is also a pretty interesting touch there too. And I really hope it does return at some point, because I mean, I think it's long overdue for Major Laser to come back to the item shop. As of right now, it's been over 1,400 days, so maybe it's possible for him to return at some point, but who really knows, ladies and gentlemen, because we have no idea what's going to happen with this collab. But nonetheless here, this is a fantastic pickaxe, and I'm definitely waiting for it to re-release. Now, at number 6, I actually have a few kicks, and I know it sounds strange putting it like that here because, as you all know, I hate kicks. Kicks are the worst new cosmetics in the entire game. However, I did want to mention at the very least 3 different kicks that I am personally wanting to get, but I'm not in a rush to get them, you know what I mean? And that is the Chomp Stompers, the Elf Helpers, and the Rock Bottoms. I still think that 600 V-Bucks is still a pretty hefty price for these cosmetics, but in general, they do a really good job with the original kicks. Not much to really say about them, so I'm just gonna move on from there to number 7, and this is Dr. Bleecker. I honestly thought the skin would have been more popular, but I guess not, and that's really sad here because I really like the color scheme here. I really like it. I know people are gonna be sick of me saying color scheme, but I'm gonna keep saying it. With a little bit of pink and obviously the green and black going through here, and her hair looks awesome. The mask is sick. Not the hugest fan of the mask off. I just keep the mask on, honestly. But nonetheless here, I am very surprised with this skin. I actually really liked it, and it was one of my favorite skins from the leaks from last season. And again, I'm surprised this skin didn't really get enough attention, and that's really sad because I do think that it is a very underrated skin that people really missed out on, and that's sad. And I'm hoping it does return at some point because it is a very good one in my opinion. Next up is the Carnival Flowers wrap. This was a wrap that was actually last seen almost 700 days ago as of this video recording, and it's a really beautiful looking wrap. Every time you actually shoot it, it actually gives out a different color scheme to the flower animation that actually goes on within the wrap, and it looks really good. Like, I'm very surprised that people don't really talk about this wrap and just wraps in general, because there are some fantastic wraps in the game, and I think this one is actually one of the best wraps, and I still think it holds up to this very day as it is fantastic. I am a huge fan of this wrap, and I am hoping that it actually does return at some point because it is possible for it to return. Next up, I have Alan the Alien. I had to mention at least one collab skin on here, and it had to be from one of my favorite shows currently that I'm watching. I really liked what they did with him inside of Fortnite. I definitely think that he does look really good. I kind of wish we had an edit style for him, maybe 1 or 2 of them, but I'm not complaining here. The skin does look really good, very accurate to the show counterpart. And yeah, not much to really say. It is a really clean looking skin from the Invincible collab, and I hope it does return, even though I'm very confident with saying this year. It's gonna return quite often because the whole collab set does return, so I am not in a rush to get this skin whenever he does re-release because, man, I'm just really happy we got him in the game nonetheless. Next up is the Field Agent Kyra skin. Now, I'm surprised that we actually got a new version of Kyra. More or less an original take on the skin. Considering that the last one that we had was an FNCS reskin, this one was a nice can of fresh air for the Kyra skin, and it looks amazing. Love the jacket that she has on, love the hat, and especially with her ponytail coming out of it is a really cool touch. I think in general that this skin does look really good, and I think it might be better than the original, just with how much more detail that they actually put into her, which is awesome. This is how reskins should be, Epic. It should just be a flat out recolor. It should be something like this. You take an already existing character and you redesign it altogether to make it seem more original, but obviously as an original take on an already existing skin. This is how you do it, and this skin is fantastic, and I hope it does return at some point. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If it did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, AKMX account, and also don't forget to use my support credit code within the Fortnite item shop. That is MINO5, that is MINO5. Please and thank you. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember everyone, it's always good to take chances.